What is up, innovators? Innovate INC. It's my name, of course, Innovate Russian. With this video, I'm going to need you to bear with me, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of people that I'm going to be referencing, a lot of people that helped me and stuff like that. And yeah, that's all I really need to start off with a disclaimer. Now, let's get straight into the video. So what I really need to say is how sort of Innovate started. I am going to probably pause a lot in this video, not the gameplay, as I'm not recording it live, as there is a lot for me to cover. But all I really have to say is, first of all, how it started. So, I've been a gamer for a very long time. My first ever console was a N64. Yeah, that's right, I'm one of those kids. One of the ones that are like, oh god, N64, Nintendo. Yeah, that was only because I couldn't afford what I got after that. I got a PlayStation 1 after that was bought for me for Christmas, and followed by a PlayStation 2 maybe a couple of years after when it was released, which I enjoyed playing a lot. I mean, I moved house during that time a couple of times, and I enjoyed playing them. That was my favourite pastime, and that's sort of where my love of gaming first started with. Well, I've mentioned it before, my favourite game being Jak and Daxter, stuff like that, where this is before I really discovered sort of Call of Duty and stuff. And eventually I sort of got to an age where I got I think it was 2007, around then I got a Xbox 360. Because at that time, the PlayStation 3 had only just come out, there was not many games, and there was a lot more choice of games for the Xbox. So, that's sort of where I started playing, that's where I sort of made the switch from PlayStation to Xbox. I still love both consoles exactly the same. Because everyone's like, oh, this is better, this is better. No, it's a choice of game and what you play. But, moving swiftly on, I had a few things, and eventually I played Halo 3 on it. I didn't get it from the start. I sort of had a friend play it and then got it later on throughout the year, which was fun. And I sort of realised that getting Xbox Live would be the best option, because that way I could always interact with my friends. I didn't always have to have someone over to play video games with. I could just willy-nilly do it whenever I wanted to with anyone across the globe. And that's sort of where my first game had come from, which was JJ999, which got hacked, so I had to make a second account, which went through Spinus being O-Genetic. Then that ran out, and I made a third one because I had to get a month free until I could afford it. And then I ended up making Psycho-Pathic. And then going back to my old account, which had its name changed to EGXOI Rush. Yeah, none of you are going to recognise that game tag. Or some of you might, I don't know. Any of you, my friends that are watching this will. But, yeah, I had that name for a good few years before realising that there was more people with the EGX name. And so a few of my friends had changed their name to it. And we sort of become a few little members of the community. That have been my friend and cousin Echo, my friend Blam, and my friend Stephen, and a few other members who sort of work behind the scenes. One called Andy, who helped with all my tech support. One called Leah, who I was seeing at the time and doing a lot of sort of behind the scenes stuff work with her, because me and Blam made a YouTube channel, so she'd help me with anything that I needed doing other than sort of video ideas and stuff. And eventually sort of me and Blam went off to college to pursue what we wanted to do in life, and that's sort of where that channel fell flat. I uploaded my last video there in late yeah, I'm going to say late 2015, early 2016. I can't give you an exact date. I think it was in last November, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. And that channel had to fall flat because we just didn't have time for it. And eventually, I sort of disliked the name of my gamer tag. It was too long to tell people. It was like lower E, cap G, lower X, lower O, lower I, capital R, space, capital U, S, H. So I decided to go for a much shorter name, and I went for various different ideas of names, and sort of wanted a word that sounded cool, that didn't really need explaining, followed by Rush. So where did I go from that? I found a few different words that were very good. Can't remember them off the top of my head, but they were very enjoyable. They were very nice sounding words, so to speak. But they were all taken because they were cool and stuff like that. So in the end, I found the word innovate, and choking here. Found the word innovate, looked it up, found out no one had it, and was like, oh my god, this is the best. And took that with all my other friends, with a few of my other friends changing their name to Innovate Rush as well. No, not to Innovate whatever as well, like Innovate Blam, Innovate Echo. And then I had my friends on PC, they played a lot of PC, changed their names. I had one go to Catalyst IG, and I had my friend Joey, who just went as Innovate Joey, funny enough. And Joey now, he runs all of my sort of any social media that I don't run. So I run my typical Twitter, Innovate Rush, and I run my Facebook page, Innovate Rush. He runs everything else, for instance, my Tumblr, my Pinterest. That's right, one of them kids. And the news Twitter that I have, which is basically just retweeting anything that I say or tweeting out when I can't. After my first channel was shut down, though, I always knew that I wanted to go back to YouTube at some point. And with a new name, new me, it was a whole new fresh start, where I could be who I wanted to be, act how I wanted, and make the videos that I so wanted. So I started on my own with a few video ideas from friends and family, and well, since then I've just been making these videos. Sort of how Innovate started, sort of how the thing started. I wanted to make some videos, I made them, I uploaded them. That's sort of how everyone starts, but it's sort of the fact that I come from a different channel that had little subscribers to a whole new fresh start, just me, no one else. I mean, Leah went off, done her own thing, Blam's doing his own thing, he's on a film now. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say it or not. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say anything about it, like who it's by, what it is. So I'm not. But I don't know what Steven's doing. And Steven's making video games. And he's still running tech support for me. Like anything that I need help with technological, like my hard drive frying last week, or anything really. And he's still there doing that for me. Joey's there. He's doing a lot of the social media stuff for me, a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. He's keeping all the analytics going, and he's also making sure that I'm up to schedule. I get a message from him at least midday on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday if I haven't uploaded. And he's always telling me, make sure you've recorded this, got this ready, got that ready, got this ready. I'm like, dude, it's my channel, let me do what I want. He's like, I know, I just want to help you. I'm like, okay, well you do that then. He's also, for my Twitch, a moderator, so is Catalyst, as I mentioned earlier. And yeah, that's all I really have on how Innovate started. I'm sort of happy with where it's going, happy with how I'm progressing, happy with how my speech is going, and I'm a lot more confident now than what I was when I first started. So I want to say, thank you for sticking by, and look forward to the time to come. Joey also is going to edit videos for me if I ever have a massive milestone come up. So, I want to say thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you got time. Drop a favourite if you got one. Oh, and another thing. Why does it say on my Twitter co-founder and proud owner? Not co-owner? Because the founder was not Blam. For Innovate. The founder was my friend Sketch, who's popped up a few times in the video. I've got a few gameplays of him along with my friend Juvenile. But he helped me come up with the name, but he didn't want to be really affiliated under the service. He'll pop in from time to time and maybe be on a few dual comms or whatever. But other than that, he sort of doesn't want to be affiliated with that. He's affiliated with his own things. But that's why I take full ownership of anything that happens on this channel, apart from if I ever use like copyrighted music or something, then all stuff goes to owner of the copyright. So let's try this again. I want to thank you for stopping by. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you got time. Drop a favourite if you got one. I've been Innovate Rush from all of us here at the Innovate team. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you in however long we're around for. Thank you guys. Love you all. Peace.